Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 45, NASDAQ up 11, S&P's up 7.5, gold contract down $4.80, traded at $1,291 an ounce. Silver down 31 cents, traded at $19.22 an ounce. Platinum flat at $1,427 an ounce. Copper down 5 pennies at $3.02 a pound. Light sweet crude off $1.41, trading at $99.87. Bonds, the ever-ending bunny out here. 10-year up 12 ticks at 124.12. 30-year up 16 ticks, trading out at 134.28. King dollar down 321 ticks at 79.56. The euro up 59 at 138, and the yen down 43 at 102.21. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. Cash S&P, folks, we're at 1883.24. Your high that was generated on the 27th was 1884.89. The actual high in the S&P is 1897.28. This high is going to get tested. We are up $5. You had an expansion of volume. We did 882 million. Now, that's not a lot, but when you have an expansion of volume going into a swing, guess what? It wants to get tested. Just makes sense. It's going to get tested. So when we go back to the 4th, watch how this shakes out now. So the correlation is April 4th to today in the Dow. The 4th, you did 781 million. We did 908 million today. It's going to go up and test that baby. We go to the SPY. You take a look at the SPY. What the SPY did, a little different setup here. Now, here's this divergence, but here's the setup. The SPY, we did 96 million. The 96 million is coming into 169 million. Your swing point that it's going to hit first is 188.40. We did 85 million. So you can see what happened. We get into that swing today. It didn't hold the price. You did heavier volume. On that little swing, that says, guess what? That SPY is going to go up there and make a run for that 189.70. NASDAQ Composite, dead dog. NASDAQ Composite's a dead dog. The small caps are a dead dog. Let's go through them now. The Composite is up $11. No expansion in volume, none of the above. What you have is this. You did 2 billion shares versus 2.4. Composite just can't get going. If we take a look at the 3 Qs, what you have inside the NDX 100 is that you did 37 million shares. That 37 million is coming into 131 million. Big number. Now, right inside the composite, you don't have to go far about how many ABC structures on the way down. What you can do ASAP, however, is go right to Apple. Apple hit 599.43 today, gave it up. Remember, the number, the closing number on Friday is 594. You get the decimal behind it. What this has been testing, it's 594.59. Volume characteristic was 140 million. Thus far, 3 days, we've only done 50 million. You get a close underneath that. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Down to 493. That's how that's set up. It would have been sweet if it actually hit the 604. The 604 was the A to B equals C to D inside the NDX 100, inside the Apple. Small caps. We go over to the small caps. We take a look at small caps. What we have at the small caps, they were up 74 cents today. 41 million shares. We closed at 111.98. Now, what the small caps did do is they finally get out of the lower end bar, meaning that bar of the 15th. Last 3 days, you couldn't get out of it. That's saying the small caps get a little more juice behind them. Small caps and your NASDAQ composite, though, basically are dead dogs. Gold contract. We get over and we take a look at gold. What we had with gold out here is this. We had a wild day in the gold market. It doesn't look at when you actually look at the price spread, but we did. The contract hit a low at 12.84 this morning. We're at 12.90. We traded to 12.98. You did 135,000 contracts, and what you have here is another rejection of lower price once again. We got under the low of yesterday, which was the 12.86. We got into the bar from the downdraft on the 24th, where we had tested. That was basically trying to blow out the bottom. Couldn't do it. Rejected it. Did it with lighter volume. That was on the 24th when we went to 12.68. It got into that bar, had lighter volume. This is still building cause for higher price. What we are going to need in the gold and the silver market is wide price spread, accelerated volume to get up into higher prices. Silver, we go over and take a look at the silver market. What we did with silver out here, silver came down to the 24th. Look at this baby, interesting. Ooh, it's going to be dangerous. Okay, so the low of the 24th is 18.95. We hit 19 today. Let me pull this up, SLV. I got to pull this SLV up just for a second to see what we're... oh, boy, this is going to be a close call. Okay, so what did silver do? Your spike low in silver is 18.26 inside the SLV. Volume there was 22 million. We got to 18.31 with 15 million. It's not bad, but it's got to get out of here. It's got to get out of here, baby. The 10-year bonds out here, Eveready bunnies out here, no two ways about it. What you have with the 10-year? 10-year today, 1.4 million contracts. You're up 12 ticks. You're at 124. That is basically trying to get up and over this whole consolidation and those B points that are generated out there at 124.26. The 30-year has already confirmed its ABC structure in the way up. That did 409,000 contracts. Just wants the expansion of volume. You're going into your swing points with an expansion of volume. The swing point on the 30-year has 360,000 contracts. You're pushing 409, so you're pushing big numbers. Dollar index. Let's take a look at the dollar index. They pushed that baby lower today. Guess what, though? No juice. In fact, the dollar index, this is interesting. This is almost last engulfing. That's what it looks like. Let me look at this for a second. So we got... That's close. It's close to a last engulfing. Okay, so last engulfing looks bearish. It's actually bullish. We have to just close above it tomorrow. What it is, it starts higher, finishes lower after a downtrend has been in place, which, of course, the dollar index has been in a downtrend since January 22nd. What we did is this. You back down with 21,000 contracts. That 21,000 contracts is coming into 22,000 contracts and coming into 25,000 contracts and 42,000 contracts. You're going to need a lot more force in order to bust that bottom out. Okay, let's take a look at some numbers after the close. YELP. The ABC structures, too, are all over the place continually. Yelp closed at 58. It looks like it's trading at 58. This has been up and down all over the place, but it looks like it's only down. I thought when I pulled it up earlier, it was down like $5. But it looks like it's flat right now. Yelp had already gone from a price point of 101 down to 52. We'll see. And right now it's at 50. Well, it's 57.76. No big deal. JDSU, JDS Uniphase. JDS Uniphase closed at 12.67, and that baby is trading at 11.49. She's going to go after that swing low out there of 11.50. Numbers on JDSU go like this. They had a third quarter loss of 1 cent, 1.5 million. They had revenue of 418,000. Let's go back to Yelp for a second and see what the fundamental numbers on Yelp are. Okay, so Yelp had a loss of 4 cents a share. They see second quarter revenue coming in from 85 million to 86 million. They're saying what Yelp actually had, they had a share of, the share was 4 cents a share loss. They were looking for 6 cents, so they actually beat But bottom line is that they're still losing money. This is Tom O'Brien. It's the TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. The Dow finish up 45. Nasdaq up 11. S&P's up 7. We're going to be right back.